Hello everyone, this is Balu. Now let us discuss about the factors affecting permeability. Yes, what are the various factors which affects permeability of the soil? First point, that is size of particle. I hope you all know about the particle size distribution curve. In that curve, I have discussed about the D10, D60, D30. All these are the at, for example, if you consider D10 at a 10 percentage finds, the what is the size of the particles? That is nothing but D10. You have a curve. I hope you can see the particle size distribution curve video. It is already uploaded in my YouTube channel. Whatever the percentage of finds, at that percentage of finds, you have grain size. That grain size represents the D10, right? What is the relation between K and D10 then? K is directly proportional to D10 square. The square of particle size, that is D10, is nothing but we call it as effective size. K is directly proportional to D10 square. Yes. Next one, shape. Yes. How does it affect the shape? Like, for example, if you consider the soil particles, it may be rounded shape or also angular shape. If the shape is in angular shape, like for example, if you consider these are angular shape, due to this angular shape, the permeability of the soil will get reduced. If the particles are in rounded shape, for example, if you consider, you can see on my screen, if they are in uniform rounded shape, then due to this rounded shape, the permeability of the soil will get increase for same wide ratio. Okay. Next, third point, that is void ratio. Some books you can find K is directly proportional to E square, and also in some books it is directly proportional to E cube by 1 plus E. Whatever the thing you can remember, no problem. You can apply this in solving problems also. But important one is this K is directly proportional to E cube by 1 plus E. You can find it in many books. If it is required, if you are not getting answer, then try this K is directly proportional to E square. Okay. Next thing is that is viscosity. Viscosity, I think you all know about viscosity. You can learn it in fluid mechanics. The resistance between the layers of the fluid, that is nothing but viscosity. But here you are talking about the soil particles. Like soil, the resistance between the particle to particle of soil, then is nothing but viscosity. Yes. How it is related with permeability? K is inversely proportional to viscosity. And remember this thing, viscosity is always inversely proportional to temperature. If the temperature increases, then viscosity gets reduced. If the viscosity increases, then temperature will reduce. So in that way, you can say directly, here K is inversely proportional to viscosity. Then you can say directly that K is directly proportional to temperature, because viscosity and temperature are inversely proportional. So you can say directly K is directly proportional to temperature. As the temperature increases, the permeability will increase. Next thing, that is degree of saturation. I hope you also know about this degree of saturation. For all these terms, you have to know basics. These basics are already uploaded in my YouTube channel. Please watch that video so that you can get the idea on the basic terms like degree of saturation, porosity, void ratio, and all these things. You can say that K is directly proportional to degree of saturation. As the soil particles are getting saturated, then permeability is automatically getting increased. Okay. And also, this is the main thing I have to say. From all these above terms, remember these relations. K is directly proportional to E square, directly proportional to degree of saturation, directly proportional to unit weight of water. This is the new one I didn't discuss, but this is you have to remember. This is the properties of water, gamma W, and also K is inversely proportional to viscosity eta, and also directly proportional to temperature, and also directly proportional to D10 square, that is the effective size. Yes, coming to the next one. For example, if you have this type of soil layers arranged in this manner, you can see this is soil 1, and also this is soil 2, and also here soil 3 are arranged in this format, and you are asked to find out the equivalent permeability. Like for these 3 layers, You have to find equivalent permeability. It is not like these three layers are different. I can say these three permeabilities are different. On the basis of these three layers, you can find a average permeability or equivalent permeability. To find that equivalent permeability, these are the various formulas. For example, if you are asking how the water is how the water permeability or soil permeability in horizontal direction, water will travel in horizontal direction and also in vertical direction. That's why the equivalent permeability in horizontal direction is, this is the formula. For example, K1 and K2, K3 are the various permeabilities of soil 1, soil 2, soil 3 and of consisting of H1, H2, H3 heights. Then you can find out the equality permeability in horizontal direction using this formula and also vertical permeability in this using this formula. These are very, very important formulas. You have to remember these formulas. Technique or logic means, for example, you can see K1H1 plus K2H2. In this way, this formula is like, if you cancel H up and down, you can get to K. That means the KH and K units are have to be same. Here also, if you cancel H, here also H, this K comes to upside and also K and KV's units are same. You have to match the units in left hand side and right hand side. This, in my perspective, in this way I will remember. You can remember in your own way. Okay, I hope you get the formula. I hope you understand the class. Thank you.